Are you looking to take your online workshops to the next level? I've got you covered. I will show you how to host productive online workshops efficiently and professionally. Let's get started. Here is a little known secret. Streaming beats sharing. This means that rather than just sharing your screen or an application window, you can use a tool to control precisely and efficiently what you share with a single touch. Before I show you how, here are 3 free tools that allow you to do that. OBS, or Open Broadcasting Software, is a free and open source software. It offers a range of features including scene switching, recording and live streaming. I also recorded this video with it. Streamlabs OBS is an easy-to-use software for live streaming. It is a fork of OBS and offers many of the same features. Their free version is feature-rich and absolutely sufficient for online workshops. XSplit Broadcaster is another live streaming software that offers similar features as OBS. It is easy to use and offers a clean and user-friendly interface. And they have a free version, but this is limited in functionality and it includes a watermark. By using a tool like OBS, Streamlabs OBS or XSplit Broadcaster, you can control your content and engage with your participants in real time. This will make your workshop more engaging and enjoyable for everyone involved, including you. Here is a short comparison of these 3 tools, focusing on some of the key features for online workshops. While the full feature list is much longer, these are the top 5 ones for online workshops, in my opinion. High quality, real-time capturing of audio and video, working with multiple scenes and content sources, the use of custom virtual backgrounds and overlays, being able to set everything up without an engineering degree, which is particularly helpful for me, and to have reliable and robust recording of sessions for post-event use and analysis. As you can see, all these tools are very similar. Personally, I use OBS. Let me show you how this looks like. Alright, so this is the OBS user interface. I understand that this might be a bit overwhelming when you see it for the first time, but bear with me, it's really not that hard. What I want to focus on first is this area down here, scenes and sources. A scene is basically a container for one or multiple content sources. Content sources can be application windows, camera feeds, audio devices, anything you wish. Now, for online workshops, I typically have the following scenes. Starting soon, which shows a short animation that says we will start shortly. Then, if I want to speak to people and want to have myself very much focused and in the center of attention, I use the scene camera with background. As you can see, this shows myself, relatively large, and then I have the background of my choice behind me. In this case, it's even an animated one. Of course, this background can be anything you like, as we're going to see in a second. The second scene I use a lot in online workshops is applications and camera. This is a combined view of an application window, in this case a browser window with the OBS homepage, and myself, very small in the corner. What application window I want to show can be controlled directly in OBS. So instead of the browser window, I could show Miro, for example, the whiteboard we might be working on. What I also show here together with myself and the browser window or the application window is a timer in the corner of the window. This allows people to see exactly how much time there's still left in this session until the next break. Talking about break, we also have breakout sessions. So whenever I send people to do some group work in smaller groups, I use this scene, which is just a placeholder telling people, look, in the main room of the conference or of the online workshop, nothing is going on right now, everybody's in their breakout sessions. Talking about timers, if we really go into a break, I have a separate scene where I show the same timer, but larger, again with the background of my choice, and people can leave this on the screen, and whenever they see their time, they know exactly when to come back. Right, another scene that I use frequently, like right now, is the tutorial scene. This basically lets me record a defined area of my screen. Currently it's the area with OBS on it. And then there's another one which I don't use a lot, so it's not set up correctly, but might be useful for you. It's an unboxing scene where I actually have not just one camera feed, the one that we have seen already, but a second one from another camera. In this case, it's my camera on the laptop, which of course is not great because I'm not really visible, but trust me, it's really me. And of course, you can arrange these things easily and quickly as you wish. Now, there's a special type of scene that I'm using a lot. it's all these scenes starting with NS. There is NS audio, which contains only my audio devices, NS camera, which contains my cameras, and then there's NS background, which we have seen already before. The idea is that if you create these separate nested scenes with these components, then you can easily reuse them, like I did here with NS background in the camera with background scene. So if I change something here in the background, so instead of the map of Europe, I want to see Earth, then this will also change in my main scene with me in the front. One last thing before we leave the user interface. As you may have noticed, when I'm switching from scene to scene, it just changes rather abruptly. But you can actually use transitions. So if you change this and then you change the scene and then you apply it, you will see that the transition here has a bit of an animation before it actually shows the new scene. When hosting a workshop with the application of your choice while using OBS, as described earlier, you need to select the correct camera input. Instead of your usual webcam, you want to capture the stream coming from OBS. To do so, go to OBS, click on Start Virtual Camera, then go back to your hosting application, in my case Teams, and in Teams we click on the three dots, on Settings, on Devices, we scroll down to the video device, the camera, and there you need to select OBS Virtual Camera. Instead of just seeing the video directly from the camera, you actually see the combined stream. One last note, once you're actually in the meeting, you have to make sure that you spotlight yourself for everyone. If you don't do that, then your shared screen will only show up as the small thumbnail in the gallery view for other participants. And now you can use Touch Portal to control OBS. Touch Portal is a virtual control panel that allows you to control your desktop software and your PC using a touch screen on your tablet or phone. It is really great in combination with OBS. Instead of wasting time trying to find the right application or window and switch to it with your mouse or keyboard, you can just do so with a single touch of your finger. Touch Portal has a free version that will suffice for many things. But to host online workshops, I recommend getting a lifetime license for a one-time payment of a whopping $14. With that, you will also get increased customization options and multiple pages instead of only 2 in the free version. While I use it on a small tablet, it works just as fine with a phone. It's also compatible with Windows, Mac and Linux, so the choice is yours. Here is what I like most about it. First, with its user-friendly interface, Touch Portal is easy to use for anyone to get started, regardless of the technical skill level. Second, it has customizable touchscreen controls. What this means is you can assign actions, shortcuts, hotkeys, or even whole macros, making it easier to perform tasks efficiently. For example, you can create a button that switches to your PowerPoint presentation, your browser window, a virtual whiteboard, or any other content source in an instant, without having to change the shared application in the online meeting tool of your choice. I also find it very useful to have dedicated buttons for turning my webcam or microphone on or off. As a bonus, you can even download free templates for many common use cases and don't have to start from scratch. Number 3 on this list is Touch Portal's multi-application support. It supports a wide range of applications and games, including popular video conferencing tools, which is ideal for hosting online workshops, of course. Last not least, I want to highlight the increased control you get when you're using Touch Portal. You really have complete control over your different content sources, regardless of how many there are. This allows you to focus on your content and audience, rather than on how to manage everything. With all that, Touch Portal is an excellent choice for anyone looking to host highly productive online workshops efficiently. Among many other things, hosting an online workshop requires a stable and reliable platform to do so. Here are some tools for hosting online workshops: Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Slack, and Google Meet. Every tip in this video works with either of these platforms. Zoom is a cloud-based video conferencing tool that is widely used for hosting online conference calls and workshops. The free version limits your call duration to 40 minutes with a maximum of 100 attendees. For longer calls, you need to get at least the Pro plan, which increases the call duration limit to 30 hours. The Pro plan costs around $140 per person per year. Slack is primarily a communication tool that can also be used for collaboration. With Slack, you can create channels for specific topics or projects and chat with your workshop participants in real time, making it very easy to stay in touch and collaborate. The free version only supports one-on-one video calls with screen sharing. For group calls with up to 50 people, you need at least the Pro version for $87 per year and user. Google Meet is part of the Google suite of tools. Free users of Google Meet can host video calls with up to 100 participants and share screens, making it a great choice for hosting online workshops. Together with the other applications in the Google suite, it is part of Google Workspace, which starts at $72 per user and year. Last not least, we have Microsoft Teams on my short list. It offers a wide range of features, including audio and video calls, instant messaging, topic channels, file sharing, and real-time collaboration. Teams is a great option for hosting online workshops as it integrates very well with other Microsoft tools and has a very user-friendly interface. In its free version, Teams group call limits are 60 minutes and 100 participants per call. The cheapest personal plan will let you host calls with up to 300 participants and a maximum duration of 30 hours for $70 per year and user. This price includes many other Microsoft applications and services, like 1 terabyte of OneDrive storage, Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. On top of this, you can use OneNote and Skype. Personally, I have a Microsoft 365 family subscription for roughly $100 per year. This pays for all of the above for up to 6 users. If you're a business and you need only Teams, the cheapest solution is the Teams Essentials plan for $48 per year and user. For $72 per user and year, you will again get the same additional Microsoft applications and services that I mentioned before, except for Skype. When choosing a hosting tool for your online workshops, it's important to consider your needs and the features you will be using. Whether you choose Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, or something else, each of these tools has its own unique features and benefits that can help you make your online workshops successful and engaging. Personally, I mostly use Microsoft Teams because all my digital work happens in the Microsoft ecosystem, and I really want to benefit from the previously mentioned integration with other Microsoft tools. Also, when using all of the apps, the price for the family subscription is simply unbeatable. This is a great start for presenting things, but it is in the nature of workshops not just to present content, but to collaborate. This brings us to tip number 4. Online collaboration tools can help you work more efficiently with your workshop participants and create a more interactive experience. Here are my top 3 online collaboration tools. Miro is a whiteboarding tool that allows you to collaborate in real time with your workshop participants. With Miro, you can create interactive and engaging presentations, brainstorming sessions, and much more. Mural is a digital workspace that lets you collaborate and share ideas. With Mural, you can create mind maps, sticky notes, and more to help make your online workshops more interactive and engaging. It is really very comparable to Miro. Google Drive is a free cloud-based file storage and collaboration tool that allows you to collaborate in real time on documents. You can create presentations, spreadsheets, and documents, making it easy to work together on projects. However, it is not as good as Miro or Mural for more creative purposes. Online collaboration tools cannot just help you make the most of your online workshops. In my opinion, they are essential for creating a more interactive and engaging experience. Whether you choose Miro, Mural, Google Drive, or something else is of course up to you. My own preference is to work with Miro. You can use Miro directly in your browser or download the desktop application, which you see here. I use the Miro desktop app because it makes it easier for me to organize my boards and switch between them. I use it for pretty much everything, from mind maps and flowcharts to retrospectives to keeping relevant workshop information in one place, which makes it easy to engage with my audience. Multiple people can work on the same document simultaneously, making it easy to collaborate with others during your online workshops. One of the key benefits of Miro compared to other similar tools is its ease of use and performance. Miro has a user-friendly interface that makes it easy for anyone to get started, regardless of the technical skills, and even if they have never seen any tool like this before. And while I experienced some lag when working with 20 or more people simultaneously in other applications, Miro does not have this problem. Additionally, Miro integrates with a variety of other tools, such as Teams, Google Drive, and Slack, making it a very versatile platform. Miro offers a free basic plan and paid plans starting at $96 per user and year. However, the free version is definitely sufficient for starters, which makes it a great choice for anyone looking to host online workshops. Ideally, your workshop participants spend most of their time working and engaging with each other. However, sometimes information needs to be presented, and in my next tip, we look at 3 options to do so. Depending on whom you ask, presentations are either an important part of any online workshop or a necessary evil. Either way, choosing the right presentation tool can make all the difference. Here are my top 3 presentation tools that can be used for online workshops: Google Slides, Prezi, and PowerPoint. Google Slides is a cloud-based presentation tool that is part of the Google suite of tools. With Google Slides, you can collaborate with others in real time, making it easy to work on presentations together during your online workshops. It is part of the previously mentioned Google Workspace subscription for $72 per user and year. Prezi offers a unique, non-linear presentation style. With Prezi, you can create presentations that are more engaging and interactive, making it a good choice for online workshops. Prezi plans start at $108 per user and year though. The third tool on my list here is PowerPoint. This is a well-known presentation tool that offers a wide range of features, some say too many, and is easy to use. With PowerPoint, you can create professional-looking presentations that are great for online workshops, collaborate, and embed existing content. While it is not free by itself, it is part of the previously mentioned subscriptions ranging from $48 to $72 per user and year, or $100 per year for 6 users. When choosing a presentation tool for your online workshops, you must consider your needs and the type of presentations you will be giving. By now, you won't be surprised to hear that I prefer working with PowerPoint. I usually set up my presentation to run on a second monitor, which I share via OBS, controlled by Touch Portal. At the same time, I keep my presentation notes and any other application windows on my main monitor. Picking the right tools is obviously essential. Assuming you did that and are comfortable with using them, there are a few more things to consider for making your online workshop efficient, engaging, and productive. For example, having a clear agenda is kind of essential for hosting a productive online workshop. Your agenda should be simple, easy to understand, and focused on the topics you're going to cover. Here are 3 specific ideas for building and communicating a clear agenda for online workshops. First tip, visualize your agenda. This can be done as a simple list with bullet points or by using a Kanban board, like in this example, from the SAFE workshops I frequently host online. A Kanban board will also help to visualize the workshop's progress and provide a positive feeling of achievement whenever a topic is done. Second, include a timeline for each section of your workshop, so your participants know how much time you're planning to spend on each topic. In this case, I provide the number of slides and the estimated duration per session. Third, share your agenda in advance. Don't surprise your participants at the beginning of the workshop. This will allow them to prepare for the workshop and ask any questions they may have, perhaps even before the workshop really starts. Having a clear agenda is essential for hosting a successful online workshop. By using bullet points, including a timeline, and sharing your agenda in advance, you can ensure that your participants understand what to expect and are prepared for the workshop. Visualizing it via something like a Kanban board is an additional bonus, which, in my experience, is very much appreciated by participants. Alright, now you have all your ducks lined up. Tools chosen and configured, agenda shared and visualized, presentations prepared. However, to make your workshop a workshop, you need the participants to play, or rather work, along. But how can you do that? There are many different online activities you can use to encourage interaction. Here are 3 practical examples of online activities to do just that, encourage interaction. First, icebreaker activities. These are particularly helpful if the participants don't really know each other, or at least not very well. I suggest to start your workshop with a fun icebreaker activity to get your participants comfortable and engaged. In my last workshop, I asked participants to find one image that describes their typical morning and share what TV show they watched most recently. This has 2 benefits. First, everybody gets to speak up a bit and people learn about each other. And second, people also get familiar with the online tool I'm using for collaboration. In my case, it was Miro. My second tip here is to use Q&A sessions. Try to set aside time for Q&A sessions during your workshop, where participants can ask questions and engage with each other. These questions will most likely be directed at you, but you always have the option of forwarding a question or throwing it back into the larger group to see if somebody comes up with an answer. Therefore, again, encouraging engagement. Additionally, prepare and share a parking lot where participants can park any questions that could not be addressed during the normal flow of the workshop. As host, you can review those during breaks, after each session or day, or at the end of the workshop, and then answer anything that has remained open. My third tip here is to use breakout sessions. Many people feel uncomfortable in front of a large group, and it is very tempting to hide during online workshops. Just turn off your camera, go on mute, nobody knows if you're even there. I frequently use breakout sessions where people have to collaborate in smaller groups. Once again, I use interactive whiteboards such as Miro to create a more immersive experience for the participants. This encourages them to be creative, to talk to each other, and then also be more outspoken when sharing their group results with the other groups. Unsurprisingly, encouraging interaction is key to keeping your participants engaged and making your workshop more enjoyable for everyone. By using icebreaker activities at the beginning of the day, Q&A sessions after lunch, and interactive breakout sessions throughout the workshop, you can create a more interactive and engaging experience for your participants, making your workshop more enjoyable and more productive. Here comes tip number 8. Nothing is more annoying for a participant than not being able to see or hear you properly. Using high-quality audio and video is essential for creating a professional and engaging online workshop. Invest in a good microphone, webcam, and lighting to improve the audio and video quality of your workshop. I left links to my own equipment in the description for you as an inspiration. This will help you create a more immersive experience for your participants and increase their engagement. Tip number 9 is also related to technology. The only thing worse than a boring, bad, blundering workshop is a perfectly prepared one with exciting content and engaged participants, and then something does not work. So here's the following tip. Before you begin your workshop, ideally latest the day before, test your technology to ensure that everything is working correctly. This includes testing your microphone, camera, applications, and internet connection, as well as making sure that all participants have the necessary access to collaboration tools and perhaps even any needed software installed. Having to spend the first 30 minutes or so of your workshop with fixing things is frustrating for your participants and stressful for you. You're clearly not off to a good start, which may have an impact on the whole rest of the workshop. So test properly and early. Eventually, your workshop will end. Everything might have gone perfectly. More likely, there was a hiccup or two. Either way, do not forget my last tip. Improve relentlessly. Ask for feedback immediately and make it easy for participants to give it to you. Depending on the circumstances and the number of participants, you can either do this in a traditional way of just asking everybody how they liked it and taking notes yourself. Alternatively, and if you have the time, you can do a fast workshop retrospective. This is a great way to get a ton of valuable input. It is, by definition, a creative process. You start by asking 3 questions. First, what went well and should be kept as it is? Second, what could have gone better and should be changed or even removed? And third, what specifically should be different in the next workshop? Use a collaboration tool like Miro and give the participants some time to brainstorm and drop their thoughts on the canvas. When they are done, quickly go through the items to ensure you understand them correctly. After the workshop, consolidate the items, draw your conclusions, and do better next time. But what if you don't have the time or are looking for more structured feedback? Then I suggest using an online forum. Think about what you want to know and how to make it as easy as possible for participants to fill it in. Here is a form that I use for collecting feedback about the SAFE workshops I host. I am using Microsoft Forms to do so, but Google Forms works in a very similar way, and there's a ton of other tools out there that can also be used. As you can see, most of the questions can be answered with a single mouse click. Very few ask the participants to actually type. This is a great way to get quantitative and qualitative feedback at the same time. If you want to use this form as inspiration for your own, use the link in the description to download it. There you have it, my top 10 tips for better online workshops at a reasonable cost. Whether you're just starting or you're a seasoned pro, by following these tips, you can host a more productive and engaging online workshop that will leave your participants with a positive experience. I hope this helps you to host better and more productive online workshops in an efficient and professional way. If you found this video even remotely helpful, perhaps drop a like, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to make sure you won't miss the next video. However, there is always more we can do to increase our productivity, as you can easily see in this growing playlist of productivity tips and methods. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.